Dog Gone South is a Warner Brothers cartoon from 1950. It's directed by Chuck Jones and written by Michael Maltese. And we have Mel Blanc voicing Charlie Dog. I'm not the biggest fan of Charlie Dog. I've yet to find a Charlie Dog cartoon that I've absolutely loved. But certainly this was not a bad cartoon. Charlie Dog has found himself in the South, or down South, and he comes across this plantation owner and decides to do everything he can to try and get the plantation owner to keep him there and to keep him as a pet. And he tries to come off as a really, man's best friend. He tries to convince him that he is the dog for him and that they'll have a great partnership and that he is actually from down south, because the plantation owner to begin with is like, if you're not from down south, I'm not interested in you. Bearing in mind this was during the division, and the plantation owner also has a dog. He already has a dog called Belvedere, who I rather love. I think he was pretty brilliant. So not only does Charlie Dog have to try and convince him to let him stay, but he's also got to try and convince him to get rid of Belvedere. And Belvedere's having none of this, and he comes up with his own ways to try and get rid of Charlie Dog, while Charlie Dog try and finds ways to stay. What's going to happen? I'm not going to say the outcome or who wins or ultimately whether or not Charlie Dog gets to stay. But I quite liked it. I like Charlie Dog's personality. I still don't love him. You know, he's not my favourite. He's never going to be my favourite Warner Brothers character. But I thought it was pretty good. Pretty well animated. Some beautiful colours. I like the design of the Colonel, who's the plantation owner. Charlie Dog sings Yankee Doodle, which is one of my favourite songs. Beautifully animated, gorgeous, kind of luscious green colours and blue skies. It's very appealing visually. In terms of the gags, it wasn't, it wasn't constant for me, but I still found it quite entertaining. And Belvedere, whenever Belvedere was centre of attention, or not, as the case may be, I rather liked it whenever he was on screen. So certainly, Dog Gone South is worth a watch. I did enjoy it. It's a pretty decent Charlie Dog cartoon. Maybe it's my favourite Charlie Dog cartoon so far. I don't know. I think I'll reserve judgment from that one for just now, but if you haven't seen it, I'd say it's worth a watch.